We gonna start the fights yesterday. We were all four of us were there. Triple header.
Yeah.
On Showtime.
We came in late for the big knockout.
Yeah, Astrolabio.
Those guys from the Philippines, man, you can expect them to have a certain level of explosiveness.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they're, if you can counterpunch them, get them to think twice, get them to make adjustments, then you can have your success. But if you can't make them adjust, they just usually, more often than not, you know, not the stereotype, but coming from they have a blend of speed and power. They're explosive.
It's an overwhelming style that a lot of times gets the best of guys, unless, like you said, you force a guy to make an adjustment. I've seen some of the Filipinos that I've seen lose in the past is because guys are moving away from them, force them to use their feet and not just that one step to explode, just like you just said. So yeah, you're right. We're walking in, I think it was the 7th round when we were walking in, and then before we even made it to our seats, the fight was over. Yeah.
And they come with a certain level of hunger too when they to the ring. You know, you could just see it.
It's interesting because it's hunger based on like where they come from and what they aspire to be. Excuse me. But then it's the extra oomph of Manny Pacquiao. I want to be the next Manny Pacquiao. I want everybody to remember me like they remember Pacquiao. So those guys are always, the Filipino fighters are always going to be hard to beat. The ones, you know, that are on that level, and they're always going to be exciting to watch because they watched Manny be exciting. And so this is almost like they don't know how to not be exciting. Yeah. You know?
What was interesting there is, you know, like how much of it is the Pacquiao influence and how much of it is they tend to fight in that style, you know, regardless of the influence of Pacquiao. Because, you know, Rachel and Nonito Donaire, they explained to me the style's called bara bara, which is, you know, back and forth. And it's like a street fighting style. And that's what they, yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
Shout out to Rachel.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that the Manny Pacquiao is very is a big influence over there. A lot of fighters even fight southpaw, not being left-handed, not being left-hand dominant, and it's because of Manny Pacquiao.
That's a little much, but
could be.
Yeah, Astro Boy, he beat Rigo last fight, so I have a certain distaste for him. But
You don't let stuff
he's explosive.
go, man.
He's an explosive fighter.
You always hold it against the guys who beat your favorites when they're past their prime.
Of
right?
course.
Because you're like, my guy would have got it done.
Yeah,
in his
in his
you know,
day.
You gotta let that go.
No, never, not that one. But
What fight did that man fight at? What was he at? 118?
118?
Yeah.
Yeah. They said, I think Emmanuel Rodriguez is who they're maybe thinking might
From
be it.
Puerto Rico, guy only.
That's a hell of a fight.
Yeah, he only lost to Inoue, which is no shame
in
there.
that.
And
and he just beat Gary Antonio Russell.
Yeah.